CHAZ, the Autonomous Principality of CHAZ, which is that 6-block anarchist zone in Seattle, stands for the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, has changed its name to CHOP, which is a little more honest to me when they start bringing in the guillotines. CHOP stands for Capitol Hill Organized Protest. Why did they change the name? I kid you not. They changed the name so that they could keep getting welfare checks. People familiar with the situation have said this was a big reason why they changed the name. Because if you're an autonomous state, an autonomous country, then you're not allowed to get welfare checks from other countries. I guess you could get foreign aid, which is sort of a welfare check from our country, and we give it to way too many people. But probably CHAZ wasn't going to get too much foreign aid. So they changed it to CHOP so they can keep getting their welfare checks and their food stamps and all the government goodies from the United States, all the while protesting the United States. They also were a little worried that by declaring themselves an autonomous country, it would give the federal government more of an opportunity to crack down on them. Whereas if they're just saying it's a protest, then the government won't crack down. Government should crack down. This has gone on too long, okay? And conservatives always play it slow. They play it soft. I'll give you an example. In the courts, the left says we're going to put up leftist judges who are going to give us leftist outcomes, and we're going to ask them case by case how they would rule, and we're going to get good leftists. Leftists never put up a judge and then accidentally get a conservative. Conservatives often put up judges and accidentally get leftists and liberals. Because we go so backwards. We say, okay, we're going to put up judges who, they're not conservative, but they're going to give us an outcome that is, it's based on this other judicial philosophy, and we might not always like the outcomes, but it'll be good, and we actually can't ask them about any cases and how they would rule, but hopefully they'll be okay, and so anyway, let's hope everything works out for the best. And then you get David Souter, a turncoat Republican-appointed judge who became a liberal. You get Sandra Day O'Connor, ditto. You get ditto. You get John Roberts, ditto. You get Kennedy, ditto. You get Neil Gorsuch, ditto. It happens time and time again. We don't use force. We get this radical movement like BLM, which is openly founded by Marxists. BLM, which is based on a lie, the lie of Ferguson, that Michael Brown was executed in Ferguson with his hands up saying, don't shoot, completely contradicted by grand jury, by eyewitnesses, by black eyewitnesses, by the multiple autopsies, by everything. Still based on this lie. And some conservatives say, well, we should try to come to an understanding with it. No, there's no understanding. You're buying into the lie that BLM is about Black Lives Mattering. It's not. You're buying into the lie that these are peaceful protesters. They're not. They're rioters who created their own autonomous country. You're buying into the lie that it's an organized protest. Go in there with force and stop them from occupying streets. We're now getting word that they're running an extortion racket on businesses in the area. That's not fair. We know that they're using unjust force on other people. We know that these rioters have been attacking people, burning down buildings, murdering people. Stop it. Stop allowing this to happen. Use force. No middle ground. Stand in the middle of the road, you're going to get hit by a truck. A lot more radicalism coming down the pike.